AOC should stand for another outrageous comment. After the intro, we'll chat about it. Let's. What's going on there, friends? Black Pure Red here. Your girl thinks that all Americans heard in school was this. During an Instagram live, meaning AOC, she was asked about the kids at the border and, the crisis, what's going on. And, since she was so distraught about it at her last photo shoot during that, the last administration, and she says, calling what's happening now at the border a crisis or a surge pushes white supremacy. Really? Okay. These are her words. This is not a surge. These are children, and they are not insurgents. And we are not being invaded. Which, by the way, is a white supremacist idea. And she said this in her Instagram story, adding the word surge is often used to invoke a militaristic way of looking at immigrants, which it's not. The idea that another coming into the population, that is like invasion of who we are. I don't even think she knows what she's talking about. She just, they give her some talking points, and she gets points for each word that she used that they tell her to use. But then she goes on. She says, however, if the Republicans are really concerned about immigration, they should consider that this topic is multi-pronged. Take the issue of climate change. See, that's what they do. They defer. All right. They want you to focus in on this right here. Focus on this. Don't pay attention to what this hand over here is doing. Don't look over here. This hand right here is what you need to look at. All right. The U.S. has disproportionately contributed to the total number of emissions that is causing a planetary climate crisis right now. She said this on Tuesday. She said it's Asia, then it's Latin America that's going to experience the floods, wildfires, the droughts in a disproportionate way, which ding, 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 ding has started a migration crisis. So she's saying that climate change has something to do with the border crossings. Okay. Let's just check dictionary.com and ask them for their opinion. Okay. Let's start with the word crisis. Okay. Crisis. Number one, a stage in a sequence of events at which the trend of all future events, especially for better or for worse, is determined. A turning point. Number two, a condition of instability or danger, as in social, economic, political, or international affairs, leading to a decisive change. And it sounds to me that crisis was the perfect word to use. But, we're going to help out a little bit. Let's go to Dictionary's brother over here, Mr. Thesaurus, and see if we can find something different. How about catastrophe, change, confrontation, crunch, deadlock, dilemma, disaster, emergency, an impasse, mess, pressure, situation, trouble. I can keep going. I can keep going, but at this point, I figure you get the point right now. But and the other word, let's look that one up. Surge, a strong wave-like forward movement, rush, or sweep. The onward surge of an angry mob. A strong, swelling, wave-like volume or body of something. A billowing surge of smoke. Again, we'll go to Mr. Thesaurus and ask them for a softer word to use. You know, maybe all she heard was, okay, let's try deluge. A flood, a flow. Growth, outpouring, rise, swell, upsurge, wave. The list goes on. And you can look all of this stuff up yourself, people. I mean, in the thesaurus and all of that. It sounded like that was the perfect word to use. But according to those definitions, you don't have to be black, white, Asian, Hispanic, any ethnicity to be a part of a surge or be involved in a crisis. But you know what? We all know the truth, though. She don't care about the kids. It's not about the kids. It's not a part of her script. All right? The script that she was given. She only cares about an empty parking lot and her backdrop. It's all political theater, people. Like in all of those other photos she took at the border, dressed in white, falling to her knees as she moved to tears. It's propaganda, people. It's a photo op. If she cared just a little bit, she would go to the border and in an outrage and demand that something be done. But we all know that's not going to happen. Or she can just take a couple of black pill reds and call me in the morning. Peace.